Hey everyone, let's talk a bit about music in the yoga class. Hang in there if you're interested. If you're not, see you later, chat later. But this is going to be nuanced. It's going to be a bit of a long rant. And hang in there because I want to shine a bit of light and just my perspective really on this emerging, very popular practice of breathwork with big Bluetooth headphones on, and I just want to give my view on that. Okay, but let's start with just music in the yoga class. I sometimes love it, sometimes don't. I will sometimes play music in a yoga class, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll bring in Matthew Hatch and great musicians to play live music. I love it. But where it can become a bit of a trap is when we need it. So just listen up, teachers. It's really worth bringing accountability and awareness to it. Do we need music to feel comfortable in delivering a class? That's okay if we do, just be honest with that. And it can be a great opportunity to really grow and develop, and to cultivate this ease of not needing the music. Check that out. Are you hiding behind the music? Are you hiding to the side of the music? Or can you cultivate the fortitude to rest in silence? Not needing to over talk, and I definitely do that a lot of the time. I over talk a lot of the time, but I'm going to do that now as well. Resting in the silence. Little moments of nothing. No cue, nothing to do, nothing to think about, no intention setting, just being. Okay? There's a time for intention setting, there's a time for moving and grooving, there's a time for really going for it. But a lot of what we need in the yoga class, the sanctuary of the yoga class, is to recalibrate our sensory experience, our nervous system. And we are in a current time where we are overloaded. For many people, it's constantly headphones in while sleeping, waking up, headphones straight in, car radio straight on, podcasts, music, audiobooks. It is fucking us up. It really is. It's overloading us. It's been a quick evolution into our current times, and we gotta watch it if we want to, or not. Just we can keep just frying our nervous system and see where the puck lands, So yoga's a precious time. It's a precious time for our sadhana to practice, to quieten the mind, discharge out all the noise. So it can be uncomfortable. I will see it all the time with newer students when I don't have welcoming music as people come into the class. Don't have welcoming music as people roll out their mat and props and get ready for class. For a lot of new practitioners, that is quite uncomfortable. But it's a necessary discomfort. Discomfort's fine. Discomfort is fine. And as teachers, we're not entertainers. We're not entertainers. We're not people pleasers, even though deep down in my familiar kind of conditioning, very much so, I am a people pleaser, and it is uncomfortable for me when I witness a student uncomfortable. I just want to make him happy. I just want to get him comfortable, and that's beautiful. Of course, we want to make our students as comfortable as possible. At the same time, as we grow and mature and develop as yoga teachers, we can see when that discomfort is normal. It's part of the process. It's actually necessary. Okay? So rather than just wrapping everyone up in cotton wool and coddling them, we're laying out a transformative arena, a transformative platform. And all we can do is teach from where we are at authentically. You know. So if we're not yet confident enough to teach with no music, that's okay. But the inquiry, the invitation, the curiosity is, can we appreciate the discomfort and just lean into that moment, you know? And a lot of my one-on-ones, we talk about this. A lot of my one-on-ones and mentorship students that come here for sessions, often we do talk about this, of where these kind of self-sabotaging traits come up, and insecurities and imposter syndrome, and that's fine. That's all good. I still get that, for sure. I still get that. And that's beautiful. It's humbling. It's a beautiful moment of just beginning again, again and again. So I think I've touched on about that enough. Well, one more thing that has become normalized in the yoga world, I've seen in many studios. It is the new, well, not new anymore, but it's become the norm of it being expected that the teachers play music. And if you don't have music in your yoga class, like, you get called up on it, you know. It's just the expectation. You've got to have music. It doesn't have to be the case. Okay, you know, it's everywhere. It is everywhere. You walk into a gym, pumping music. You walk into a mall, pumping music. It's everywhere. It does not need to be in the yoga class. It just doesn't need to be. People have enough of it. They can put on their playlist as they drive off, as they come to class, as they go to sleep, whenever. But we need to become familiar with no input, nothing. We actually need it for our sanity, for our biology. We need it. We've never been this overloaded with information and stimulation. Yeah. I want to now talk about this very popular form of breathwork, which has the Bluetooth headphones on. I get it. It's awesome. Like, it's dynamic. It can be a powerful journey and experience, but I want to talk more about the electrical dynamics of what is at play there. Now, just over 20-something years of doing Kriya Yoga, pranayama, kundalini yoga, tantric hatha yoga, I've just gradually become more and more sensitive to the electrics of the body, to the prana of the body, and to the chi of the body. And in our new world, we are all surrounded in these non-native EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies. It's just part of our new world. Unless we fully get off the grid, then you can avoid it. But most of us, we are swimming in it, in our cars, in our house, everywhere. We can do some pretty smart things to shield ourselves from it, and that's another conversation. But again, the yoga class, the breathwork class, the pranayama class, the kundalini experience is a moment to give the body a break. Okay, so just check this out for those of you that do that kind of work, of the headphoney breathwork. I'm not calling out any individuals in particular. I'm not saying don't do it. It's just something to be aware of, because once you know, you know. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I have felt directly how counterproductive it is. It's counterproductive. So, okay. So for starters, when we are doing pranayama, kundalini work, activating pranic flow, the ears are a part of that pathway. Okay, so the eyes are a part of the brain, ears Brain is right there. You can nearly touch it right through your ears. You can eventually. It's right there, right to the brain, okay? And a lot of the Kriya activation and Kundalini activation is working through those pathways, through the ears, through the brain, through then eventually into the subtle body. So if you think of the dynamics of most yoga classes, you're on a plastic yoga mat wearing plastic Bluetoothy headphones while pumping the breath and maybe pumping sound, getting your voltage really pumping. Really, to set up the optimum voltage and environment for the body to handle that Kriya, that Kundalini work, that breath work, you want your body to be as grounded as possible. And I'm all for, of course, I co-own a yoga studio, so I'm not saying don't go to the yoga studio. But that is time for practice. That's like the laboratory. Then we want to go and do yoga in other more conducive environments. Lean up against a tree and do it. Get your butt on the earth and do it. Think of the yogis over the ages of practicing in caves and under a tree and along the river in nature. So you're getting as much photonic energy from light through the clouds, through the trees, getting as much grounding energy with Mother Earth. That is ideal. But you throw enough modern day interruptions into it. Again, the rubber mat, plastic EMF loaded headphones, possibly plastic clothing, and it's just confusing the signal. So we're doing all this breath work, trying to wake up our flow of prana, but we are being counterproductive. It's like trying to get optimum voltage through the house to turn the lights on and get electrical activation through the house, so we've got heat and electricity and lighting, but we stifle the electricity, right? Or we pour water on the on the cords and just fry it. That could be a bit of an exaggeration, but that's how I feel when I do it, when I'm doing the breath work, but I'm on a rubber mat and I've got those plastic earphones on with the Bluetooth pumping right into my brain. It's confusing the signal. And we might feel good on the surface and get some endorphins flowing, and that's good shit. That is good shit. And if you're enjoying it, keep doing it. But we can do better. We can do better. We're not going to the yoga class just to scramble our energy more. We're not going to the yoga class just to have a quick high and distract ourselves even more. I mean, you can go for those reasons, but a true yoga class is enlightening, is recalibrating, is grounding, is fortifying and helping the nervous system discharge the stress from the day. Yeah? But interestingly, if it's not the right dynamic and we've got too many interfering signals, we could actually be stressing the body out, thinking we're doing a good thing. Just worth paying attention to, worth paying attention to how you feel after the class, how your sleep is after the class, how your following moments are after the class. Do you feel like a better human? Are you more kind? Are you more generous? Are you more present? Or are you kind of just running hot like a live wire that has no real grasp into the heart and the present moment? It could be you're running on stress hormones and adrenaline, and it feels kind of high and hot, but not really settled, grounded, present. Just a few things to pay attention to refine and dial in your practice, to take the practice beyond the mat and into the world. Wow, I got over the 15-minute mark. I can really yap on. But I hope this was of service to you. Again, for those of you playing music in all of your classes, I love you. It's no judgment. For those of you doing the headphoney breathwork thing, I get it. I love you. It's no judgment. Just passing on what I am observing. Okay? Much love, everyone.